Vikings, let's win the game.
All right, Vikings fans. Today's heating up with news that'll keep you glued to the screen. We've got the scoop on a $7 million veteran, the best boundary corner out there, who might just catch our defense's eye. Then, mock drafts are buzzing with the Vikings eyeing different spots, but of versatile defensive backs stealing the show. Plus, a rising name who could be the future of our secondary, and this wild J.J. McCarthy debate that's pure nonsense. What's cooking behind these moves? Welcome. Show your Viking support by reaching 100 thumbs up on today's video. Picture yourself, a die-hard purple fan, watching the Minnesota Vikings zero in on a guy who could lock down our secondary for good. No secret here, we need a heavy-hitting cornerback to hold the edges, and Asante Samuel Jr., an ex-Charger free agent, is the hot name right now. Analysts pegged him at $14 million a year, but post-draft, he might slide into a sweet $10 million prove-it deal. Check this. At 25, he's racked up 2 picks and 11 pass breakups in each of his first 3 seasons. That's gold for anyone sick of watching our D get torched on the sidelines. But hold up, the suspense is just kicking off. Our roster's got Byron Murphy Jr., back in full force, plus Isaiah Rodgers and Jeff Okudah, but none scream elite lockdown corner. Murphy's a Swiss Army knife, sliding into the slot and making plays, but he's not shutting down a whole side solo. Rodgers has upside. Okudah's a gamble post-injuries, and Makey Blackman's rehabbing from knee surgery. So I'm tossing it to you. Is Samuel the missing piece, or do we roll the dice on the draft again? Brian Flores, our defensive wizard, loves shuffling the board, and Samuel could fit like a glove. He's not huge, 5'10", 180 pounds. So don't expect him bullying receivers at the line, but this kid flies to the ball. Last season, across 4 games, he didn't let up a single touchdown and kept QB ratings under 90. That's the juice we need against the NFC North's air raids. Fans on X are split. Some say he's the fix. Others want a bigger fish like Gilmore again. With $21.6 million in cap space, we could snag him and still stash some cash for a backup quarterback. But what if the draft hands us a young, cheap corner? Or if Samuel can't handle a full season's grind? We're just getting started. Check out what's next. Draft fever's hitting peak purple right now. The Vikings secondary is all anyone can talk about as mocks roll out fresh. And 3 names are lighting up as first-round options for 2025. This ain't just fan chatter. It's pure strategy to survive a division that doesn't mess around. Harrison Smith's back for year 14, but what's the plan after that? Fans are starving for fresh blood, and analysts are fanning the flames with some spicy takes. First up, Nick Emenwari, South Carolina's safety. This dude's an athletic freak, snagging 6 picks over 3 years, but he's also dropped 4, a head-scratcher for sure. Daniel Jeremiah and Bucky Brooks bet he'd be the hitman's perfect understudy, growing in 2025 to take over in 2026. Picture it. A year learning tricks from Smith, then Emenwari flying solo. But can his technique hold up in the NFL, or are we in for another scare? Then there's Jody Barron, Texas corner, driving fans wild. Mel Kiper swears he's the one. 5 picks last season, a 4.39 at the combine, and versatility to play outside or slot. Flores would lose his mind over a guy this flexible, switching spots like it's nothing. Barron's got 20 breakups and 8 picks in 3 years. Stats that have you dreaming of a killer duo with Murphy. Some say he's more slot than boundary, though. You buying that? Last, Malachi Starks, Georgia safety. Mike Renner calls him a must-have for Flores' scheme with speed, football IQ, and ball-hawking chops. In a division with Love, Williams, and Goff, he's a goldmine. But Lewis Seen's ghost looms. Kwesi's whiffed on a Georgia safety before. Does he dare try again? Fans are torn. Some want trenches, others scream secondary. I'm thinking, what if we grab one of these and turn our D into a rival's nightmare? But hang tight. There's someone else you won't want to miss. Picture a guy blazing a 4.28-second 40-yard dash and leaping nearly 40 inches vertical. Now see him in purple and gold, bringing something our secondaries never had. Maxwell Hairston, Kentucky corner, is creeping onto the Vikings draft radar, and my blood's already pumping just thinking about it. With only 4 picks in hand, Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's playing chess, not checkers, and this kid could be the checkmate we need at 24. or maybe in a trade down. Hairston's not the biggest, 5'11", 183 pounds, but he makes up for it with speed that leaves receivers in the dust. At the combine, he nailed a 39.5-inch vertical and a 10'9" broad jump, landing him among the top 96 corners since 1987. At Kentucky, he played over 70% of snaps in zone coverage, right in Flora's wheelhouse. Our scheme's begging for a guy like this. Quick to react, sharp jumping routes, and instinctive enough to flip a game. But it's not all sunshine. Suspense has us chewing our nails. He's shaky in man coverage, and his press technique needs work. Against teams with big, physical receivers, can he hang? In zone, though, he's a different beast. The way he shuts down short routes and pounces on sideline passes is straight out of Asante Samuel Sr.'s glory days. Fans are already picturing him chasing down a loose ball and swinging momentum. I've run that highlight reel in my head 10 times today. Flores could weaponize his speed to bamboozle QBs, especially in cover 2 or quarters where Hairston shines. Tackling-wise, he doesn't shy away, even if he stays high sometimes. Some say he's tailor-made for our aggressive style. Others worry his lack of bulk will cost us. If Kwesi bets on him, he could be the edge our defense needs. And just when we're all fired up about drafts and corners, here comes a curveball that's turning heads. So the team's deep in draft and secondary talk, but suddenly it's a circus over J.J. McCarthy. After he hit the Up and Adams show, things got weird, and the hype train's off the rails again. Kay Adams just asked if the Vikings named him QB1, and the kid dropped a gem. Nope, he wants to earn it the hard way. Perfect, right? A hungry young quarterback ready to prove himself, with the team cutting Sam Darnold loose and passing on Aaron Rodgers. But guess what? National media spun it into the Vikings don't trust McCarthy and are eyeing Rodgers. Same old nonsense, recycled daily. You buying this? Let's set it straight. Kevin O'Connell said 1,000 times JJ's the future, hyping him up every chance he gets. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah's all in too, and even the new free agents are raving about the kid. Fans are freaking out because he missed his rookie year with a knee injury. But hold on. Every rookie's a question mark. McCarthy wasn't twiddling his thumbs either. He was in meetings, grinding on VR sims, busting his ass to get back. The injury? Modern medicine fixed it with a shot for swelling, and the weight he dropped in rehab's already creeping back. No red flags here. It's sparked a firestorm. Some call him a bust over the knee, others swear he's the next big thing. Real fans see it clear. McCarthy's got a leader's mind, wants to win the job with grit, and the team's handing him the keys. If O'Connell and Kwesi weren't sold, they'd have kept Darnold or nabbed Rodgers already. That keeping options open line? Pure Vikings style, never leaving a stone unturned, and it's saved our bacon before. QB1's his to lose, and from what he said in that interview, I'd bet my jersey he won't drop the ball. What a day, Vikings Nation. The secondary's got a shot at a big-time ad with Asante Samuel Jr., the draft's dangling gems like Hairston and Barron, and this McCarthy noise just proves our future's rock solid. Which of today's headlines got you hyped? What else does the team need to do? Don't forget to share this video, leave your comments, and subscribe to the channel to receive all the latest news about the Minnesota Vikings. Stay tuned. SKOL Vikings, let's go!